Shwmae bawb, hello everyone, Jason Shepherd here from the Learn Welsh podcast, and today we're going to look at the negative form for the first time, but in the present tense. We're going to learn how to say things like I don't, you don't, we don't, they don't, etc. And we're going to focus on things that we don't like. So food items, drink items in this case, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, that we don't like. In the last lesson, we discussed liking things. Now we are going to go in the opposite direction and talk about things that people dislike. And I thought a good topic would be drinks, alcoholic and soft drinks. And there are quite a few things that I like drink-wise, but only two that I really dislike, and they both are linked to alcoholic drinks. Not fussed on red wine, and I absolutely hate tonic water. But anyway, that leaves me with plenty of other drinks. Love cider, nice glass of Coca-Cola or root beer. Yes, I'm one of a small group of people in the UK who actually love root beer. And it is a nightmare to get in the UK. You've got to send away for it or go to American specialty shops, where it costs a fortune. Now I'm going to teach you how to make an I don't like sentence. The easiest way is to give you an I like sentence, which you've already learnt, and then just show you how we add one word in to turn it into the negative. Dwi'n hoffi te. I like tea. Dwi'n hoffi te. All we are going to do to say I don't like tea is to add in one word, ddim. And instead of an apostrophe N, as in Gween, we're going to use the full word un. I like tea. Dwi'n hoffi te. I don't like tea. Dwi ddim yn hoffi te. Dwi ddim yn hoffi te. I don't like tea. Dwi ddim yn hoffi te. So this quick and easy way of taking a sentence that's positive, I like tea, and turning it into the negative, I don't like tea, it works with one other Welsh form. It works with we don't like. So let's take a sentence like we like coffee. Dyn ni'n hoffi coffee. Dyn ni'n hoffi coffee. We like coffee. We take that first bit, dyn ni'n, which means we or we are. Obviously the apostrophe N now becomes an un. We take dyn ni yn and pop a ddim in. Dyn ni ddim yn. We don't. And add that to our sentence. Dyn ni ddim yn hoffi coffee. We don't like coffee. Dyn ni ddim yn hoffi coffee. So, we don't, dyn ni ddim yn, followed by the rest of the sentence. Dyn ni ddim yn hoffi te. We don't like tea. Let's move on. He doesn't is dyw e ddim yn. Dyw e ddim yn. Let's add that to our don't like sentence. Dyw e ddim yn hoffi gwin. He doesn't like wine. Dyw e ddim yn hoffi gwin. But we can make that more specific. We can say he doesn't like drinking wine by adding in the word yfed, which means to drink or drinking. Yfed. Yfed. Dyw e ddim yn hoffi yfed gwin. He doesn't like drinking wine. Dyw e ddim yn hoffi yfed gwin. Let's break that down. Dyw e ddim yn, he doesn't, hoffi, like, yfed, drinking, gwin, wine. And a great way to remember the word gwin is to imagine you're saying the word green, like the colour, but with a cold. Gween. Just imagine when you're drinking the Gween, you have a permanent cold. I'm drinking Gween. Dyw ddim yn hoffi yfed Gween. Well, I think he's very strange for not liking wine. I spent quite a few days, or should I say nights, in my 20s, having drinks out with friends in the local clubs in Swansea. And whiskies, and vodkas, and brandy, and, well, pretty much anything, yeah. Not red wine, yuck, no, but everything else, pretty much. Not anymore, sadly. Oh well, anyway, we're going to make some more sentences, but let's teach you some more words for drinks. Let's start with a soft drink that's very popular these days, mineral water. And yes, I do know you can just turn the tap and fill up a bottle, but people love to buy it for some reason. Mineral water is mwynol. Mwynol. Next we have lemonade, which is Diod lem-on. Diod lem-on. Now you may have noticed by now that even if we use a word that's similar to the English, like lemon, we slightly pronounce each syllable. In English, lemon, it almost sounds like one syllable. But in Welsh, lem-on. Lem-on. You distinctly hear the two separate syllables, and they're said evenly. Lem-on. Now beer almost sounds like you're making bird sounds. Cwrw. Cwrw. Just imagine there's a bird up in the tree going cwrw, cwrw, cwrw. Cwrw. People who say Welsh has no vowels will love this word. It's spelt C-W-R-W. Cwrw. Now, orange juice is Seethe oren. Seethe oren. One way to remember orange juice is to think to yourself, I'm so angry I'm being made to drink this orange. So angry. I'm seething. Seethe oren. Seethe oren. Before we move on to learning how to say you don't like, they don't like, she doesn't like, I want to let you know that hoffy, although the main word for to like or liking, is the standard form, but in some parts of Wales you're going to hear words that are based on the English word like. Now the main one is licio, licio, which sounds like you're licking somebody, licio, or the shortened licio, which is more prevalent in my part of Wales, South West Wales. For the rest of the lesson, I am going to use licio because you may hear it alongside hoffy when you're out and about and speaking to people in Welsh. So let's make a she doesn't like sentence. It's the same as he doesn't like, but we take out e and put in he. Dyw hi ddim yn licio. She doesn't like. Dyw hi ddim yn licio. And we'll follow it with one of the beverages. For example, Seethe afal. Apple juice. Seethe afal. So let's make the full sentence. Dyw hi ddim yn licio seethe afal. She doesn't like apple juice. Dyw hi ddim yn licio seethe afal. If you prefer to put a person's name in your sentence, male or female, just take the he out of dyw hi ddim yn and pop a name in. For example, Jac. The Welsh spelling of this name is J-A-C. So it's Dyw Jac ddim yn licio. Jac doesn't like, followed by the drink. Dyw Jac ddim yn licio seethe oren. Jac doesn't like orange juice. Dyw Jac ddim yn licio seethe oren. I'm now going to teach you 3 more drinks in Welsh. They pretty much all sound like the English language version. The first is whiskey. The only difference is we emphasize both syllables and bring out that g sound. Whiskey, whiskey. Next we have pop. In the UK, you call it soda in the US. In Welsh it's pop, but just really emphasize that second P. Pop, pop. The third one is gin. You say it the same way as in English, but it's spelled differently. J-I-N, gin. So, nice easy words to say, and we're now going to use them in some sentences. To say you don't like something, we use one of two forms, a formal or an informal. The informal, which we use with family, friends, children, animals, is dwyt ti ddim yn. You don't. Dwyt ti ddim yn licio. You don't like. Dwyt ti ddim yn licio whiskey. You don't like whiskey. Dwyt ti ddim yn licio whiskey. The formal form, which you use with more than one person, also with people you respect or older people, ministers, bosses, is dych chi ddim yn. Dych chi ddim yn. You don't. Dych chi ddim yn licio yfed gin. You don't like drinking gin. Dych chi ddim yn licio yfed gin. Dych chi ddim yn licio yfed gin. The final sentence today is they don't, which is dyn nhw ddim yn. Dyn nhw ddim yn licio pop. They don't like pop. Dyn nhw ddim yn licio pop. Now it's time for a quick recap. We started with I don't like, dwi ddim yn hoffi, followed by what you don't like. For example, dwi ddim yn hoffi coffee. I don't like coffee. Dwi ddim yn hoffi coffee. We can be more specific by adding in the word yfed, to drink or drink in. The action of drinking a drink, in other words. An actual drink would be Diod, but to drink is yfed. Dwi ddim yn hoffi yfed Gween. I don't like drinking wine. Dwi ddim yn hoffi yfed Gween. Instead of hoffi, some people use licio to mean to like or liking. So for example, if I made a she doesn't like sentence, dyw hi ddim yn licio yfed cwrw. She doesn't like drinking beer. Dyw hi ddim yn licio yfed cwrw. He doesn't, dyw e ddim yn. For example, dyw e ddim yn licio diod lemon. He doesn't like lemonade. Dyw e ddim yn licio diod lemon. If you want to say somebody doesn't like something, for example, Jack doesn't like mineral water. Dyw Jac ddim yn licio. Jack doesn't like dŵr mwynol, mineral water. Dyw Jac ddim yn licio dŵr mwynol. We don't is dyn ni ddim yn. Dyn ni ddim yn. So we could say, we don't like beer. Dyn ni ddim yn licio cwrw. Dyn ni ddim yn licio cwrw. They don't like is dyn nhw ddim yn, they don't. Licio, like. For example, dyn nhw ddim yn licio gin. They don't like gin. Dyn nhw ddim yn licio gin. And finally, we have you don't. Two forms of you don't, of course. Whenever the word you is involved, we have a formal and an informal form. The formal form is dych chi ddim yn. You don't. Dych chi ddim yn. We could say, for example, you don't like orange juice. Dych chi ddim yn licio sydd oren. Dych chi ddim yn licio sydd oren. Now the informal form. Dwyt ti ddim yn. You don't. Dwyt ti ddim yn. For example, dwyt ti ddim yn licio sydd oren. You don't like orange juice. Dwyt ti ddim yn licio sydd oren. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. Thank you so much for joining me again. Now, if you love what we do here, please give us that thumbs up. It really helps. If you like all our videos, please, why not subscribe? Click the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of all the videos, click on the little bell. Now, thank you so much once again for all your support. We're now over 3,000 subscribers, and that's down to you. So, diolch yn fawr iawn. Thank you so much. If you would like to support us, then why not join either the Learn Welsh Podcast Club or join us on Patreon. Now, any support you give us there, you will get loads of extra learning materials to help you in your journey to learning the Welsh language, and a big diolch yn fawr from me as well. Thank you so much once again for joining us, and I will see you soon. Hwyl fawr. Bye.